Fury! Tyson Fury, where you at, baby?
Anthony Joshua is not impressed that Fury wants to rematch Usyk. He threw a few hard jabs at Fury, saying that he could not fight and he still wouldn't be able to in the rematch. And it gets even more interesting when AJ's promoter adds to his words.
I think he's an absolute prat, to be honest with you. And, you know, he don't stop tweeting rubbish every day.
Anthony Joshua has never been one to mince words when it comes to his rival Tyson Fury. Their long-standing feud has seen plenty of verbal jabs, but Joshua's latest comments have taken it up a notch. In light of Fury's recent performance against Oleksandr Usyk, Joshua has issued a stark warning to Fury, suggesting that he might want to reconsider a rematch with Usyk. Joshua's criticism of Fury was devastating. He just looked like a fat slob that can't fight. I'll always see him as that. Nothing more. He better get in shape. You saw him almost getting worn out. He did. Joshua has never shied away from expressing his desire to face Fury. I've always wanted to get in the ring with him. He does a lot of talking and calls me a bodybuilder and stuff, but he got smacked by someone in better shape. His size didn't help. Size can't help you if you are not healthy. He better do something about it or we are going to see the same result. Labeling Fury as a dosser for his recent performance, Joshua didn't hold back in his assessment. He said, "If I call people dossers for some things and the same thing happens to me, what does that make me?" This comment is particularly biting, as it not only criticizes Fury's performance, but also turns Fury's own words against him. Historically, Joshua has been more reserved, often choosing not to engage in the war of words that Fury revels in. However, it seems that the approach has changed.
I just want to say thank you to God, in the mighty name of Jesus. We put on a good fight for the fans. You know, I always say it's about getting paid and getting laid. And we did that tonight. I thank Oleksandr for the good fight. It was a close fight, you know. I believed, like, I thought I did enough, but, you know, I'm not a judge.
Sometimes I think, should I just rip into this geezer and just call him every name under the sun? Or should I just leave him? Joshua said. It seems that Joshua is no longer willing to stay silent in the face of Fury's provocations. When asked to describe Fury in one word, Joshua didn't hesitate. Diva. This characterization paints Fury as someone who craves attention and drama, rather than focusing solely on his boxing expertise.
Chipzilla.
No, Mr. Blobby's alright.
I don't want to be a King Kong or a Godzilla or anything fierce and strong. Just call me Mr. Blobby, boingy, bouncy, chubby, spongy. Well, you're pretty open.
The guy was in the ring there smiling and stuff till he got his nose broken. It will get broken again, I promise you. Nothing's gonna change here. Despite their many close calls, Joshua and Fury have yet to meet in the ring. The anticipation for such a fight has been building for years, and Joshua is clear about his belief that he could knock out Fury if given the chance. This confidence isn't unfounded. Joshua has faced and defeated some of the toughest opponents in the heavyweight division, and his record speaks for itself. After Fury vs. Usyk fight, Anthony Joshua responded to Oleksandr Usyk's win over Tyson Fury with a cryptic social media post, sharing a picture of himself watching from the crowd. Earlier, he was seen ringside, applauding alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, as Usyk secured a historic split decision victory. But with all the words thrown at him by Anthony Joshua, we knew Tyson Fury was not going to stay silent. Tyson Fury has issued a bold challenge to his longtime rival Anthony Joshua, urging him to step aside so he can face Oleksandr Usyk. Fury is eager to rematch the undefeated Ukrainian after, well, all that is going on and the talks being thrown at him from people all around the sport. Usyk had previously stunned the boxing world by defeating Joshua in September, taking the WBA, WBO, and IBF belts in a masterful display of skill and strategy. A rematch between Joshua and Usyk is expected early next year, but Fury's ambitions could alter that timeline. The WBC has ordered Fury to defend his title against Dillian Whyte, but an undisputed bout against Usyk would take precedence if Joshua agrees to waive his rematch clause. Fury didn't mince words when discussing the possibility of Joshua stepping aside. In an interview with IFL TV, he said, I'm not going to give an opinion because he'll end up seeing this interview and not stepping aside. I want him to step aside so that I can absolutely batter Oleksandr Usyk. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. One thing I will say is get the F on with it. Either take your money and F off or fight the man. Either way, one or the other.
You little shithouse. You little shitbag. Talking shite, I'm afraid you'll put me fist right for the side of you little sausage. And all the shithouse, that big bodybuilder Joshua, that's a proper shithouse, that is. That's had the contract for I don't know how long, and ain't signing it.
Fury's message to Joshua was clear and unapologetic, reflecting his desire to unify the heavyweight division. I'm focused on me at the moment. F opponents, I don't need to focus on opponents. I've recently just won the biggest trilogy in the history of mankind, and I'm not interested in thinking about opponents. It's Christmas time. I'm enjoying myself. He added, the animosity between Fury and Joshua dates back years, with plenty of verbal jabs exchanged. Fury recalled a message from Joshua when he was at a low point, weighing 392 pounds and struggling with his fitness. I remember when I was fat as pig, 28 stone, Joshua sent me a message and went to get fit, you fat F. And he also said to me, let's see who loses first, fat boy. Game on. I think he's already lost twice, and I've still got that big fat 0. Joshua, for his part, has hinted that he might consider stepping aside if the offer is right, adding a layer of complexity to the heavyweight landscape.
I could come to you and I'll punch all your face right into you, even at 25 stone. So, I really don't need to get fit for you. Anyway, put it that way. Seen what you're about. You just fought a midget the other day in a hard fight. The referee had to stop it in case...
His decision could pave the way for a historic bout between Fury and Usyk, determining the first undisputed heavyweight champion in over 2 decades. Anthony Joshua's immediate reaction to Oleksandr Usyk's split decision win against Tyson Fury was caught on camera.
Rematch clause comes from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. Be a man. In the contract or vacate the belt. I need undisputed.
In the beginning, Fury dominated the fight with a display of bravado, but Usyk turned the tide and nearly put an end to the Brit in the 9th round. The scorecards ended up showing values in favor of Usyk. TNT Sports captured footage of Joshua standing next to his promoter Eddie Hearn and Cristiano Ronaldo, admiring Usyk despite having been defeated by him twice before. The match was an intense and closely fought battle, reflecting the high stakes and immense pressure both fighters were under. Fury's initial dominance was evident as he used his size and reach advantage to control the early rounds. His confidence was massive, highlighted by his pre-fight taunt to Usyk, "Time to go to school." However, Usyk's resilience and tactical acumen became increasingly apparent as the fight progressed. By the 9th round, he had Fury on the ropes, almost securing a knockout victory.
Like an alcoholic doesn't ever want to be told he's an alcoholic. A druggie doesn't never want to be told they're druggies. They always like to just get away from it. The truth hurts. If you're a bad person, you don't want to be told you're a bad person. You just want to be left alone, do your own thing, and get on with being...
Eddie Hearn, Joshua's promoter, offered his perspective on the outcome, stating to DAZN, "For me, it was a draw or Usyk by a point or 2 maximum. It was a mismatch early on, but Usyk kept coming. What a fight!" Hearn's analysis emphasized the remarkable nature of Usyk's performance. He continued, "You have to mark the brilliance of Usyk. He beat every champion at cruiserweight. He came up and beat Joshua twice and now beat Fury. The best heavyweight in the world right now, in fact. Some adjustments can be made. Fury was never out of the fight. He was dominating. The rematch is a big fight now. This man is going to be difficult to beat."
You know, it felt like sort of the old heavyweight days of AJ and those kind of big fights, and you know, the guys really performed. I wondered what kind of fight it would be, and what we got was a thrilling fight, you know, an intellectual fight, a grueling fight, a fight for the heart, courage, determination.
Fury, on the other hand, had his own interpretation of the fight's outcome. He suggested that external factors such as the ongoing conflict in Ukraine might have influenced the judge's decision. "I believe I won that fight. I think he won a few of those rounds, but I won most of them. His country is at war, so people are siding with the country at war. I won that fight in my opinion. I've had a split decision loss with a little man. Good luck, God bless you," Fury said. Okay, just for a moment, it's interesting that Tyson thinks he won the fight. Considering this happened, Despite the split decision and his disagreement with the outcome, Fury's bravado was not diminished. However, the emotional gravity of Usyk's victory was evident in his post-fight comments. Usyk, who reportedly suffered a broken jaw during the bout, addressed reporters with heartfelt words about his father, who passed away in 2012. "It's not for my win, it's a win for my God and a lot of people who support me and my country, Ukraine. Ukrainian soldiers, mothers, fathers, and children. I miss my father. I said to my father, hey, listen, you live there, I live here. Please, no coming for me, I love you. For me, it's hard when my father is coming for me because I remember all my life. I know he's here." Usyk's victory was not just a personal triumph, but a symbolic one for his homeland, touching deeply his compatriots amid the ongoing conflict.
Massive credit and respect to both. Thought they were both very good. I think that the discrepancy of opinions of the scorecards is quite interesting, particularly for the first half of the fight.
His ability to maintain focus and perform at such a high level speaks volumes about his mental and physical fortitude. Joshua, who watched the fight with keen interest, is set to go up against mandatory world title contender Filip Hrgović later this year, with Usyk vacating his IBF belt. Meanwhile, Usyk is expected to rematch Fury in October. This rematch is highly anticipated given the close nature of their first encounter and the narrative threads that have emerged from it. The recent matchup's outcome caused Fury to reflect upon the reasons behind his loss, including the ongoing turmoil in Usyk's homeland of Ukraine. Well, saying that he felt that Usyk deserved the win with all of that. Despite his belief that he won the fight, Fury acknowledged the complexity of the situation and the potential influence of external factors. In an interview with IFL TV after the fight, Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn shared more insights into Joshua's thoughts on the match. Hearn said, "Joshua thought Usyk won. I come over and said, 'What do you think?' He went, 'Usyk won it easy. I had it quite close.'" Hearn acknowledged Fury's strong performance in the early rounds. "I thought Fury boxed fantastically well the first 6 rounds of the fight," Hearn said.
In the first half of the fight, thought he was winning 4-2, maybe 5-2 after 7 rounds. Then 8 was an Usyk round, 9 was a huge Usyk round, 10, 11, probably 12, but it was a round that could have...
"I thought he was well on his way to boxing to a stoppage or a points decision. And Usyk, just incredible, I can't believe it." When asked if Usyk's victory over Fury would impact Joshua's plans, Hearn responded, "Not really, this is their night tonight. We want to regain the world heavyweight title, so whoever has got it has got it. But the rematch is a big fight. That looks like that'll be set for October. If both guys take it and we have to work on our plans, whether that's Wembley, we'll see what happens on June 1st.
Controlling the first half of the fight, thought he was winning 4-2, maybe 5-2 after 7 rounds. Then 8 was an Usyk round, 9 was a huge Usyk round, 10, 11, probably 12, but it was a round that could have gone either way. And I had Usyk winning by 2 points.
Joshua's path forward is intertwined with the outcomes of several key fights. He is in contention to fight the winner of the June 1st bout between Deontay Wilder and Zhilei Zhang. This matchup is a major one as it will determine the next steps for Joshua in his quest to reclaim the heavyweight title. Hearn emphasized the fluid nature of the heavyweight division, suggesting that Joshua's focus remains on regaining his title, regardless of who holds it. "We want to regain the world heavyweight title. So whoever has got it, he said. The potential rematch between Usyk and Fury adds another layer of intrigue, especially considering the dramatic and closely contested nature of their first fight. When the decision was announced declaring Oleksandr Usyk the winner, Anthony Joshua remained stoic, showing no visible emotion. Eddie Hearn shared more insights into Joshua's immediate reaction, revealing that Joshua believed Usyk's victory was clear and undeniable. "I went over to him after the fight and I said, 'What do you think? Who's got it?' Hearn recounted. He went, 'Are you joking?' I went, 'No.' He went, 'Usyk's the clear winner.' I was like, a lot of people felt like that. I had him winning, but narrowly." Joshua's acknowledgement of Usyk's victory indicates his respect for his opponent's performance, despite the disappointment of the outcome. It reflects a sportsmanlike attitude and a recognition of Usyk's skill in the ring. The defeat dealt a blow to plans for a highly anticipated showdown between Tyson Fury and Joshua, known as the Battle of Britain, scheduled for March. However, with Fury's loss, the timeline for their clash has been disrupted. Their much-anticipated showdown may now be postponed until late next year, especially if Fury secures victory in his October rematch with Usyk, potentially setting up a trilogy fight between the two heavyweights. Yet, Hearn suggests an intriguing possibility that could see Fury and Joshua facing off before Fury's rematch with Usyk. Hearn confirmed, "I don't think Tyson Fury is going to be over the moon with 5 or 6 weeks off, but that's the obligation. There's a lot of money." He proposed the idea of Fury facing Joshua, with the winner then taking on Usyk.
Anthony Joshua just shit himself live on television. He got asked did he want the fight, and he went around the bushes and put his arse on the edge. I want the fight. I want the fight next. I'll knock him out inside 3 rounds. He's a big bum dosser. Can't wait to knock him. Well, there you go, everyone.
This scenario adds another layer of excitement to the heavyweight division, offering fans the prospect of seeing two of the sport's biggest names battling it out before the inevitable rematch between Fury and Usyk. However, Hearn acknowledges that the decision ultimately lies with the fighters and the promoters. They have a contracted rematch, but they have to be physically able to make that date. And I guess that's the next obstacle to overcome, he explained. Meanwhile, Joshua remains focused on his upcoming return to the ring in September. He is slated to fight the winner of the IBF heavyweight title bout between Filip Hrgović and Daniel Dubois on June 1st. However, Frank Warren, the promoter of Tyson Fury, has expressed confidence that the rematch between undisputed heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk and Fury will surpass the excitement of their first encounter. Following Usyk's split decision victory over Fury in Saudi Arabia, Warren has indicated that plans for a rematch are underway and expects an official announcement in due course. "We will be seeing a rematch," Warren assured. "I believe it will exceed the original fight in terms of quality and intensity. Both fighters have now shared the ring, gaining valuable insights into each other's styles and tactics."
I have the beating of it. But we'll find out when they have the rematch. It was a privilege to be out there, an historical moment in boxing. Great fight. It was an epic.
The initial bout between Usyk and Fury saw the Ukrainian emerge victorious, claiming the title of the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the four-belt era. Usyk's triumph not only marked a historic achievement in his career, but also handed Fury his first professional loss. With the addition of the WBC belt to Usyk's collection of the WBA, WBO, and IBF titles, he solidified his position as a dominant force in the heavyweight division. However, it is unlikely that all 4 belts will be on the line, as the IBF plans to strip Usyk of its title due to his failure to face its mandatory challenger next. The belts are not the primary motivation for Fury, Warren clarified. His focus is on reclaiming victory and seeking revenge against Usyk. He firmly believes in his ability to win and sees this rematch as a chance to cement his legacy as one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Warren emphasized that Fury's desire for redemption is the driving force behind his eagerness for a rematch. "He's only asking for the rematch because he thinks he can win," Warren explained. "He believes in himself, and it would solidify his legacy as a boxing legend. With Usyk widely regarded as the best in the division, Fury sees this as his opportunity to prove himself once again." Warren revealed that Fury personally expressed his determination to secure a rematch, underscoring his confidence in his skills and his unwavering belief in victory. "He's only asking for the rematch because he thinks he can win," Warren stated. He believes in himself, and it would solidify his legacy as a boxing legend. With Usyk widely regarded as the best in the division, Fury sees this as his opportunity to prove himself once again. Warren's confidence in the rematch's potential reflects the sentiment shared by many fans and pundits alike. The dynamics of the heavyweight division are poised for further excitement and drama as Usyk and Fury prepare to step into the ring once again. Whether it's for revenge, redemption, or simply the love of the sport, boxing fans can expect nothing short of a thrilling spectacle when these two heavyweight giants collide in the rematch. But others, like Chisora, don't seem that interested in the rematch itself. Derek Chisora, who has faced both Fury and Usyk, offered an intriguing perspective on the rematch. Unlike many focusing on the fight itself, Chisora cast doubt on its existence. He stated, "There's no Fury versus Usyk rematch moving to cruiserweight." This comment hints at the possibility of Usyk returning to his previous weight class, where he dominated. However, Chisora did delve into the hypothetical scenario of the fight happening. He praised Usyk's boxing intelligence, calling him the fighter with the best ring IQ out of all the fighters. This highlights Usyk's strategic expertise that troubled Fury in their first encounter. Interestingly, Chisora predicted a change in Usyk's approach. I believe he's going to try and sit down and try and knock Tyson out. I believe that. This aggressive prediction contrasts with the more technical style Usyk displayed in their first fight. He suggests Usyk might be looking for a knockout early, perhaps targeting the injured eye Fury sustained during their sparring sessions, which Chisora believes could be a vulnerability. I think so. Yeah, 100%. Usyk is going to try and go for that. Well, what do you think? Share your thoughts below and see you in the next one.